I Quit match for the United States Championship. John Cena defending against Rusev. No rematch, no disqualifications, no countouts. This is the be-all, end-all of this feud. Who do you got going over?
John Cena. Cena doesn't lose I Quit matches. I think everyone knows that. I don't think there's any reason for Cena to lose the U.S. title run open thing that he's been having the last couple of weeks. And so these one's been great, so I think it makes sense to keep it on him now and then maybe have Rusev do something else. Go after the IC title maybe. Or,
Yep.
I think Cena's good enough at the United States champion now when we all thought it'd be a disaster that. And then you keep it on him and get the title more credibility to have Cena runs with it for a while. So I think Cena wins. Rusev maybe goes on by himself without one and goes after the IC title.
That'd be nice. I mean, we were talking about for a while that if he loses the Payback, Rusev that is, because he's already lost the undefeated streak, he's no longer undefeated, and then he already lost the United States Championship, and they didn't really tease it last night, but they've been teasing it pretty strongly for the last couple of weeks, the babyface turn for Lana, and if he loses her, he's pretty much dead in the water. The only thing that would save his momentum if he was to win the IC Championship or go after it or something, so maybe that's where they go with it. I just don't understand why they're doing this matchup again if they're going to have Cena go over. So I feel like, and I mean, it's stupid to assume that there's like a purpose behind it, because this company, they book shit like this all the time, so I can't really say it's because Rusev's going to win. And I already told you this a couple weeks ago, but there's always the possibility that he locks Lana in the Accolade, but in this environment, in the PG era, I don't see that happening, but I don't know, I could see Lana maybe throwing in the towel for Rusev. I could see that happening. There's a couple different scenarios they can go with, but ultimately, like you said, the U.S. Open for the last couple of weeks has been awesome, and there's no real reason to get rid of it. And they can always make a star when he eventually drops it to whoever he ends up losing it to. So there's no reason to stop that. Have him hold it till SummerSlam or later. Rusev can go on and do other stuff. I've got John Cena going over here too. Like you said, there's no real reason to make John Cena say I quit if he's never done it before, so I don't see that happening. But we get to the main event.
Did you see them doing Cena versus Rusev at SummerSlam for the titles maybe and merge them? Did they have Rusev go after the IC title? But no.
I wouldn't completely.
I don't think anyone really wants to see it again, but I don't know, that's something they can do.
I could see that. I feel like if you're going to do the unification of the titles, which at this point I'm not really against, but I feel like it should be a fresh match. I mean, like Bryan would have been perfect, but obviously that's not happening. So I'm trying to think. I don't know. They're already promoting this feud they're already promoting this matchup like it's the end of the feud. It's done. And like you said, we've already seen it. This is the fourth time in a row that we're seeing it. I can't believe we got it twice, much less 4 times. But yeah, I think they need to move away from it. I'm not going to completely rule it out because they could always go back to it. I mean, it's WWE, but I feel like that if they're going to do a unification match, they could save it for Ambrose or, I don't know, whoever, another credible babyface or Ziggler or Wyatt or something like that, you know? I'd be fine with that.
Well,
So
first base, we only see Cena merging 2 titles.
yeah, I hope it's not Cena.
When he's higher than the titles, he's merging.
What was that?
I said when he's higher than the titles, that he's merging.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no reason for him to do it. I'd much rather see him lose to whoever the IC champion is at that point, whether it's maybe not Rusev like you said, but maybe like Wyatt or Ziggler or Ambrose. There's a bunch of people that could do.
Gets that rematch, the win over Cena after last year's debacle.
Yeah, finally beats John Cena and finally rights that wrong in his career. That'd be nice. I could see that happen. Anybody but Rusev, I guess, because we've already seen it a million times. But John Cena should not.
So many times.
Yeah, John Cena should not be the one. Bryan would have been perfect. We could have gotten the rematch 2 years after their first match, but the injury kind of screwed that up, unfortunately. But yeah, I could see them merging the titles come SummerSlam. We're only a couple months away, and we're gonna be there too. So whoever it is, hopefully it's an awesome match.